So, ladies and gentlemen, Christmas is upon us. Depending on when it is that you're watching this, I suppose. But with cinemas re-releasing these Christmas classic movies, today we're going to be talking a little bit about Elf. Now, I've seen this film maybe at least probably about 10 times, and I was super excited to see it on the big screen for the first time. But did I really enjoy it as much as I thought I would? Raised as an oversized elf, Buddy travels from the North Pole to New York City to meet his biological father, Walter Hobbs, who doesn't know he exists and is in desperate need of some Christmas spirit. This movie was directed by Jon Favreau back all the way in 2003, which this guy has been on quite a journey since then. Now, originally Jim Carrey was actually supposed to play Buddy, and as much as I'm sure that would have been highly entertaining and still a rather good, funny movie, I couldn't be happier that Will Ferrell managed to snag this role. Yeah, he definitely has his usual absurd behaviour in this movie. This is no different. But what I don't feel gets appreciated is the range that he brings to the character of Buddy. Seeing this movie for the first time in a few years, actually, I was really quite taken aback by the fact that just how heartfelt this movie actually can get by the end of the movie. This very much a fish out of water situation with Buddy first entering New York and not quite understanding the basic human actions in the real world. With an absolutely fantastic encounter of what he believes is the real Santa Claus. The cast is just so well picked, with the likes of the legendary James Caan, or even down to the Santa in Gimbals, played by Artie Lange. He just has a really shady darkness to his voice that goes well, and you can actually imagine him actually being much like Bad Santa, which really gives credit to what Buddy believes him to be. However, along with Will Ferrell, Zooey Deschanel as Jovi is a real delight, and a great act alongside one another. She definitely thinks he's a little bit strange, there's no doubt there, but I like the fact that she just isn't overly judgmental of this dude. And just the fact that maybe he's just a little bit quirky, never harshly judging. Except for perhaps the moment where he sings in the bathroom with her, unknowingly. When it comes to love stories, I really find them quite tedious to get through. I'm just like, come on, hurry this bit up. But I did actually find these two in a dynamic really quite heartfelt and enjoyable to watch. But my favourite two moments is undoubtedly Buddy's excitement of Santa's arrival, and my favourite bit of all where he believes his father's special guest, played by Peter Dinklage, to be a very angry elf. The arrival of the real Santa happens in unfortunate circumstances, where the spirit of Christmas being so low that his sleigh falls from the sky. In Buddy's lowest moment, while on a bridge. Which I'd like to get a little bit dark here for a moment, even though I know it's Christmas, but yeah. And maybe it isn't any secret, but I have to believe that this scene is inspired by It's a Wonderful Life, where George nearly goes and tries to kill himself over the bridge, but until he's encountered by his guardian angel. And in this movie, for Buddy, this would be the arrival of Santa. I mean, yeah, I'm sorry, but that's right, I'm kind of saying that Buddy was kind of on the edge, literally about to hurl himself off of the bridge. Do you not think so? Let me know. But after now finding himself and where he belongs, the whole gang save the day, because the best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear. These may be famous last words, but what I do have to really give credit for is the fact that after 20 years, there hasn't been a cheap sequel or even just a cheap spin-off on Disney or otherwise. No doubt really in my mind, unfortunately, that a remake will probably be approaching soon enough, but it will need to be very different, as it was lightning in a bottle with Will Ferrell as Buddy. Elf was a fantastic time on the big screen and well worth a trip this holiday season for whoever has the pleasure of going along with you. And look out for more Christmas movies, as with the big day fast approaching. And if you don't personally celebrate Christmas yourself, whatever it is that you celebrate, happy holidays.